everybody's talking about the fact that Marvel introduced their entire Phase 3 movie lineup.
Oh my God!
Meanwhile, we're talking about Shazam. Guys, what's with the clouds?
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Are we sure?
Nope, just keep going.
Okay, anywho, today we're talking about Shazam. Damn it! Welcome to Meanwhile, the show that introduces you to the world of comics and connects it to the shows and games you already know and love. My name's Nathan Fadre. Let's get started. Shazam is Billy Batson, a 12-year-old homeless orphan who follows a mysterious stranger into the subways. And instead of something unspeakable happening, he meets an old wizard named Shazam who grants him the ability to transform into an adult superhero. Kind of like that movie Big, if he was a superhero.
He is a superhero! Tom Hanks is a superhero!
Tom Hanks is a superhero!
When Billy Batson says the wizard's name, Shazam, he is struck by magical lightning and is granted the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury. See what we did there? It's an acronym.
S-H-A-Z-A-M!
Shazam! Ah! Basically, he's like a magical version of Superman, which led to some problems. Shazam, or as he was initially called, Captain Marvel, was published by Fawcett Comics in late 1939. He quickly became the top-selling superhero of the 1940s, selling 1.3 million copies per issue. He was soundly beating Superman. He was also the first superhero to make it into the movies. Let's just say the DC was not happy about this. So, they sued Fawcett in 1948 for copyright infringement. Fawcett settled out of court and sold the rights to the character to DC, where he's been ever since. In recent years, Marvel Comics started to make a stink that DC was publishing a character called Captain Marvel, and so with the launch of the New 52, his name officially became Shazam, which everybody kind of thought was his name anyway. Shazam has an unusual supporting cast that really reflects the idea of a kid trapped in a grown-up's body. When he teaches them the magic word and they are hit by the magic lightning, his twin sister turns into Mary Marvel, and his buddy, Freddie Freeman, turns into Captain Marvel Jr. Everybody's talking about the fact that I may have cupcakes on my face. They're also helped on their adventures by Talkie Tawny, a talking tiger. He's great!
He's great!
Anyway, they fight off such bizarre villains as Dr. Savannah, a mad scientist bent on world domination, Captain Nazi, Adolf Hitler's superhero, and Mr. Mind, the telepathic super genius worm.
Worm?
Can we just talk about the fact that Adolf Hitler is a superhero?
I know, right? And of course, Black Adam, the evil opposite of Shazam, who gains his abilities from the same magical lightning. That's right, he says Shazam and turns evil. The Power of Hope by Alex Ross. This large comic, or what is known as prestige format, features Shazam visiting a hospital of sick kids to cheer them up. The wizard has told the hero that a child is in danger of losing hope. Now, the story is pretty simple, but it's Alex Ross's photorealistic art that really makes the story worthwhile. This guy is one of the modern masters of the comic book, and this is some absolutely breathtaking artwork. Shazam, the boy who turned into a bigger boy. The Trials of Shazam by Judd Winnick. Yes, Judd Winnick from MTV's The Real World San Francisco, that one. Anyway, this 12-issue
MTV?
What is that?
It's the network that has Teen Mom on. Oh! This 12-issue miniseries follows the events of Infinity Crisis, a major shakeup in the DC universe that left the wizard Shazam dead. And Billy Batson then had to take over for him, which leaves a new opening for the hero Shazam. Freddie Freeman, former Captain Marvel Jr., steps up to try to fill that position. But in order to gain the powers of Shazam, he first has to prove his worth to each of the gods in the acronym. Shazam! It took a little bit for Shazam to be introduced in DC's company-wide relaunch, The New 52. And that introduction came in a B story in the issues of Justice League. The entire arc is collected in a trade paperback called simply enough Shazam, with an exclamation point. While he doesn't have his own solo series right now, he did just join the Justice League with issue number 30, so you can keep up with him there. Now that we've shocked you with this episode of Meanwhile, Lightning, get it? Make sure to subscribe so you'll know every Thursday when a new episode comes out, and feel free to add any story suggestions that you love in the comment section below. And meanwhile, we'll be wondering if the wizard likes Beyonce.
What?
You know, say my name, Shazam. Meanwhile, I may not have superpowers, but I am a 12-year-old trapped in a man's body.
True.
Thank you. Meanwhile, we've covered Shazam. I need to stop that!